Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias, and welcome back to SevTech Ages. I am at the bottom of a hole because last time we started getting into blood magic. And I went out adventuring. I found another demonic will. I only got one snare left, but I finally found the thing I was looking for, and it's right here. Coralium ore. So I found a little bit of it. This does not spawn in chunks like the other ores do, but we need a handful of these pearls, and there's a good bit here. So we're gonna grab all this. I want to show this on camera, and we'll kind of look at the map and all that kind of fun stuff here in a moment. There is a good bit of this stuff here. There's also some lava nearby, so we do need to be a little careful. But 27. There's a little bit more down here. Wow, there is a good bit of this stuff. Awesome. So, this took forever to find, by the way. We're going to have well over a stack of it. Or close to it, actually. I don't know if there's any more. Something we can do is just start spamming this. And if there is, we'll find it. But yeah, there's more. Whether it's up or down, I don't know. But there is more. Well, that kind of determines that. It's up. So yeah. Found a good bit of this stuff, and kind of the plan for today is we're gonna mine a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna head back. I kind of want to show you guys just what all we are kind of dealing with here, with where I'm at and all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, there's some more Coralium ore. Pretty much above me. And it's almost never a good idea to dig straight up, unless you have a torch. Then it's okay. A little bit of lag. That's unfortunately normal. One of these days, I was actually just looking at how much it's going to cost to upgrade RAM. My RAM is probably the biggest problem I have. Alright. There's some on here. It's supposed to be like... Oh, what is the range? It's like between 40 and below, I think. We'll figure things out, but this is super dangerous. Don't do this. But let's just see. I don't know why we were getting reads on it and then we lost it, so I don't know. Anyways, let's just pop back down here. Come back down. Kind of want some of this stuff. And let's just look around again, see if there's any more. But yeah, so we have Coralium. That is super duper important. Yeah, there's supposedly one off of here. That's bedrock. We do have flat bedrock, which is nice. But I'm not seeing any more, so I will tell you guys what. First of all, let's get out of here. So we're just going to pillar back up. I kind of want to see if there is any more if we get up here. Okay, so there's 3 off of that. I wonder if it's going... Does it go the way you're looking? I know it searches 48 blocks. It might actually be going the way you look, not vertically like I thought. I don't actually know how the dowsing rod works. But here's a bit of a cave. This could help. Is that ice? Huh. There's a bunch of packed ice. I also hear nastiness. Let's grab some Coralium ore. Can we pick up the packed ice? No, it breaks. Right. Wow, there's a bunch of Coralium ore. So let's just grab all this stuff. Hopefully not die out here because we are really, really far away. I don't know what that sound is. That's what scares me. So let's do something like that. Cool. Good bit of Coralium. We can turn these into 4 gem clusters. But they only stacked so much. Okay. So that's not actually a good way to store them. We'll leave it like that for now. Let's kind of adjust our inventory. I just want to see if we can't see anything. I know lava monsters exist. I've seen those through the worlds as the game's loading. There's a ton of clay here as well. But I think it's time just to get out of here and call it a day exploring. So yeah, there's a ton of clay just kind of everywhere. And I want the cobblestone. We're going to want a lot of stone for, well, blood magic. Blood magic uses a lot of stone. And, yep, we were underwater the entire time. Imagine that. So this is where we're at. There is a Darklands biome nearby. It's another one, not the same one that we went to before. Let's get to here and we can sleep. And then I'll show you guys where I'm at on the map. And after that, so this is a little bit of a, like, well, a little bit of a cave. Let's go ahead, get our map up. So I explored a good ways. I'm all the way up here. I found some brown liquid. I don't know what that is. I found a couple villages. But there's the Darklands biome we went to last time. So that's how far we're at. We're going to add a marker here. And I'm going to say known source of Coralium. We're just going to leave it at that. So yeah, I am going to head back home. That's an ice golem. Let's just go ahead and kill him. He was just kind of standing there. But yeah, I'm going to head back home. It's going to take me a little bit to get there. So I will see you guys when I'm back. Alrighty then, that took a little bit of time, but we are back to the base. And, well, I did a little bit more exploring. I actually found something kind of cool. Which I will show you guys in just a second. But let's clear out some of our inventory. Yeah, we have so much stuff. So let's put the Coralium in here. I'm gonna grab those potatoes I accidentally harvested. But yeah, so I found some salt, some rock salt. big ore of it. It was a nice bright pink block, and took it and kind of looked at it and did stuff with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's clean out our inventory. Also found another shadow beast, tacked one of them. Alright, well, let's go ahead, and we're going to need a good bit of stone smelted up. So let's go ahead and start that up. Get 16 of those. And what we're going to do for today is we're going to start looking at, well, we're going to start looking at getting into blood magic a little bit more. So let's take a look at our advancements and see what is it we need to do. So we need to get a beneath portal. To get a beneath portal, we need a demonic will. Okay, we have one of those, but we also need a blink teleporter, which requires a Coralium pearl, Prentice blood orb, which requires a Coralium pearl. Plus we need to actually have the higher tier blood orbs, so we're gonna need a basic one, which coagulated blood. Did we already make one of those? We did. Okay, so we can start making blank slates, which these allow us to make blank runes. And is there anything else here that we can't really do? I don't believe so. So I was also looking into getting a sentient sword, if I can spell sentient. Sentient sword. By the way, creeping moss allows you to make a bunch of different biomes. It's pretty cheap to make too, but it's a great way to see what kind of biome you're in. But the sentient sword, we need a black quartz sword and a Tataric gem, which that we'll be able to make here soon. We were trying to make arcane ashes for something. What is this recipe? We were trying to make, yeah, arcane ashes, so that we could get a divination sigil, which requires ashes. So we'll need more demonic will before too long. Does this require any quality? Okay. So can we like separate those or anything? No, of course not. So let's get started. We're gonna need to do a little bit of blood magic. Where did I set my... There it is. So we need... Let's see. We're gonna need some blank runes. We're gonna need some runes. And the blank ones just require 2 each, so we're gonna need 16 blank slates. So might as well get cooking. And that's gonna take a little bit of time and a lot of blood. Let's grab this guy. Now there are ways we can upgrade this guy. I don't know if that's gonna be really worth it at this point. But let's see what else we need for this blank teleporter. 10 block, bronze block, copper block. Alright, we're going to need more bronze. So let's get that cooking. And hammer. Let's use the almost broken one. Our inventory is an absolute mess. And, whoops, don't want to cook that. Alright, so let's get some more cobblestone cooking up. And we can easily come over here and put a bunch of blood in here. Eat. Replenish it. And while we're kind of waiting around for this kind of stuff, let's go ahead and make some more bread. So I went ahead and picked up a bunch of barley. If we look at the uses, we can grind it up. Easiest way is going to be coming over here to this guy. And let's just give him a lot of work to do. He'll make all that stuff. eventually. It'll take them a little bit of time, but let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's go ahead and get the will this use all of it? I actually don't know. Haha, no, it just needs a catalyst. Alright, so we can make the divination sigil, and this is something I really want, because it's going to make all of this stuff a little bit easier. It's not so much guesswork. So, if we look at the divination sigil, it requires ashes, blank slate, and that will give us what we need. So let's just come out here, arcane ashes, throw that and that. I think that's how that works. Or do we click it? We have to click it. Alright, so we can do this again. We need the ashes, and then we click it with the blank slate. And it's a work in progress. The animation isn't actually there, but that'll give us a divination sigil, which allows us to see life points, and more importantly, it allows us to see just how much blood we have in here. So just holding it is enough. We can see that there's 1,400, and if we look at the recipe for these guys, it requires 1,000. So that basically allows us to see exactly how much we need to do, and basically takes the guesswork out of making all of this stuff. So let's take all this, and we're gonna need 16 of these slates. So let's get rid of some stuff in our inventory. Let's go cook up some more bronze, because we're gonna need that. And see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do something like that. That should be enough for now. And we have a block of tin. We have a block of copper. Block of coal should not be too bad to get the teleporter. Let's see, we need 2 blocks of coal, which is just presses. So something like this. And we have a press right over here. So yeah, a lot of this is just going to be kind of dealing with getting the blood magic stuff up and running. Now once we have 16 of these, we can make the next tier of altars. So how much blood we have? 16. I think it's like, yeah, it's like 1,000 each heart. But this is just going to take a little bit of time to do, and we'll get there. So while we're kind of waiting, let's go ahead and make, so we have a bunch of barley flour. We're going to need, let's see, our water thing, our fluid bladder, and the salt we found, which I don't remember where I put it. It's in here. We'll put that with the ores, because why not? But this will allow us to get, so that is not enough. Okay, so that will allow us to get pretty much what we need in terms of, we'll be able to get some bread. And with that, we can turn this into dough. And I wonder if we can, we don't have glass bottles yet. We don't have, yeah, this is really the only thing we have. Oh, but we can make it a lot easier if we do it this way. It is getting night, so let's go sleep. Don't need a demonic will tonight, so we're not going to worry about that. So let's go sleep before things start spawning on us. And pretty much we're at the point where we need to just make more stuff. Now, this thing is kind of amazing. If we look at the recipe, it's 1 bucket plus 1, 2, 3, 4. And we just stir this. And it's a little bit more manual, but it will work just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And current essence 2000. So we're getting there. But kind of the idea is we have this dough. We can then cook up the dough into bread and be on our way with food. So that is not going to last very long. How many are we up to? 5. That's not that great, but we're getting there. And we can continue making bread, we can continue making all this stuff, and there's really not much else to say about it. So kind of what we're at the point of is we need to just do a lot of blood magic, and that's kind of tedious. And that's why I'm making bread to go along with it. So 1, 2, 3. And it's got to be an empty hand. There we go. But there's some bread. Now we can combine this with meat to make tasty sandwiches that are a little bit better. So let's do that. And then I guess the wolf chop. And that is a good food source. So let's get more blood. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're up to what? 7. So how this works, and we'll kind of set up something nicer later. But basically, we put weak blood orb in the center, and something like this, and we get some blank runes. Now we're gonna need more stone. That is pretty obvious, rather. But this goes around this guy like so. And once we have it in a complete circle, that's when we will have a tier 2 altar. And with the tier 2 altar, we can do other things. So there's a lot of things we can do. We can make an incense altar, which would also help. I really don't know how these work. I'm going to have to look into that a little bit. But that's something else we can do, which kind of improves everything, making more blood and all that kind of stuff. Gets the blood flowing, I guess. But there's a lot of different things we can do to kind of help with blood magic. For right now, I'm not too worried about that. We'll deal with that later as we need more. But let's see, we're going to need a block of bronze, which in order to make this a block, we probably need to cast it? Question mark. Let's see. For this blank teleporter, we need a block of bronze. Yeah, we're gonna have to cast it. So that's easy enough. Just bring it back here. We'll put that in there, and that will get liquefied. We'll cast it out. It'll be great. And we can kind of go from there. So let's eat more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that will be closer and closer to what we need to do. So, let's take a look at the Coralium pearls, because that's something else I want to kind of mess with. What are these used for? So we can make Coralium ore. We can make the different thing, the clusters. So I believe it's the Coralium infused stone, which is then used to make the Coralium pearls. We need one of those for the energy pedestal, which I'd like to make. And then we're going to need one of them for the blank teleporter. So we're going to need two. Now, let's get more stone cooking up, because that's something that we're going to need a lot of. Let's throw those in there. I can always go hunt for food after a bit. But if we want the Coralium pearl, we need, let's see, 5. It's 9. Okay. So let's do 2 of these. Actually, you can't do those. Let's do 2 7s. Because of the nature of the recipe. And something like that. And that'll give us 2 Coralium infused stones. Now, can we smelt that on the grill? We certainly can. Okay, cool. Or we can put it in there and do the same thing. But I think the grill will be better. So the first thing we're going to want to do is 1, 2, 3. That's all we're going to need. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to continue getting blood magic stuff. So let's switch these out. And one of the first ones we're going to want to make is the energy pedestal. So for that, we're going to need some other stuff. Let's go ahead and throw that in there for right now. We're going to need some monolith stone. I think 6 of it. Or was it 7? I think it's 7. As well as a shadow gem, which we do have. Now we're going to need a couple of these for some other things later. Staff of Rending. Ugh. I know what that is. That's something we'll deal with later. We have more shadow fragments. That's also nice. So we just need to cook these guys up, and that'll get us most of what we need. Let's go ahead and go get the block of coal and the rest of that barley flour. So we got 31. That's not a good number. Let's go ahead and just throw this away. We have enough food for right now. I really need to organize. That is a very bad thing to have to do. So let's cook both of these guys up. We're going to need 2 pearls. One for the tier 2 blood orb. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can do 3 more. That'll give us 4 runes, and we'll need 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5. So we're getting close. I considered not doing this on camera, but I think we're going to go ahead and do it. So Coralium pearl, shadow gem, and then some monolith stone gives us the energy pedestal. And that's an advancement, right? So what we can do now, and this is something we're going to want to do a little ways away from our base. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here on the other side of this hill, and there's a reason why we're going to do this away from the base. But let's just go right over here. And this 1, 2, 3, and put the book there. Actually, pick that guy up. And I think that will work. But let's go ahead, get some dirt to fill in this. Is that working? So at 140. I don't think it is. Let's move it back one more. Oh wait, no, this has to see the sky. Right. So let's chop down this tree. And I forgot about that part. Not that big of a deal. So now we should be able to do it like so. And that's why we want to kind of avoid things. But this is... it should start giving us stuff. Looks like a sheep died. So let's head back over here. So that should start giving us power, and the reason we want that away from our base is because it does have some negative side effects, like we just saw. It can also summon in Shoggoths, which I don't want near our base. And that's the main reason why we're not going to have it near our base. Now, let's see, let's put that away. Put those away. Let's go get more stuff. And yeah, we're already out of tasty sandwiches. We're going to have to kill some more animals. Get some more food. I guess let's go ahead and cook this mutton. We'll have 2 mutton. Make us more sandwiches. But yeah, we're going to need the other Coralium Pearl for this. It's going to require 5,000 LP, which is not that bad. So there's some more tasty sandwiches. And let's see if this thing is working or not. That is an actual concern for us. If it's not working, then we need to do something about it. It might need to be farther away. So it just gave us stuff. Can you work like that? Let's see what it says. Charge your Necronomicon. You can either stand in range or craft a pedestal and place the book on. Make sure the statues are 3 blocks from the pedestal and at the same height. So let's just stand here and wait for a second. Now something else that we're going to need to do is we need to find a parrot. Luckily, we can... oh, tame it using seeds. Luckily, I know where parrots are. I found some in the savannas over by the one place. So we can actually do that without using the Necronomicon. But we'll just let it set here for a minute. Okay, so it's gotten that. That was from the one. We'll see if these are incredibly slow, but we'll see if it shoots a beam. Otherwise, I'll look and see what I'm doing wrong. Because we need to charge that up for next episode very soon, when we need to go to the Beneath. So let's come back over here. Let's finish. We have 6. That's 3 more we need. So there's 3, so we need 2 more. That'll be those, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be all we need. And then it's just a matter of, do we have enough stuff, stone? It looks like the answer is no. Take those back. Cook more cobblestone up. And go place these. So there's 1 more. And then we should be pretty much there. So, let's see, we have pretty much everything we need. The only thing we're really missing is, for the blank teleporter, we have everything. We're going to need some black dye. That's not too much of concern. I had a black lotus. There's a black lotus right over here. Let's go ahead and get that. And otherwise, we're pretty much good. So we'll just put this in the grindstone, grind it up, and we just need one more blank rune, or yeah, that's blank slate. That's what they're called. And then we can make the tier 2 blood orb, which is required to make the teleporter, the blank teleporter. But everything else we have. So we're pretty much ready to go to the beneath, which means we're getting close to the next age, I believe. And the next age is going to be a lot of fun because astral sorcery. Now the downside of the next age is we're going to have to go to the Twilight Forest and do a lot of stuff there. That's a downside depending on how you want to look at things. I like the Twilight Forest, but I've never done it like legitimately. I've always had like flight and jetpacks and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little bit different, but no big deal. So there is the last 2 blank runes. And this should now be a tier 2 altar. It's that easy. And it is. So we need to just get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 3,000. 4. Let's go get, let's see, how are we doing for food? Protein is perfect. Vegetables need to go up again. So, I will probably make a bunch of bread between episodes. Let's go check on this guy over here. Are you working? No. Why are you not working? Do you need to be closer? Actually, don't know. Let's look at the Necronomicon. Let's go back and look at that. See if we can't figure it out. Otherwise, I will look up tutorials for Abyssalcraft. It is fairly well documented, I do believe. Alright, so we are at 38, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5,000. So, Coralium Pearl. And it will drain. It will take a little bit of time, but it will drain and get there. Let's go grab our... Oh wait, the Necronomicon is literally sitting on the pedestal. I knew that. I knew that. Let's go ahead and look at it and see if there's any like tutorials about it. I know that these have to be a little bit away from them. And I don't really want to stand here and just, you know, wait. But, see, Forbidden Knowledge. No. Spellbook. Miscellaneous. Obtaining knowledge. Rituals, information. Getting started. Potential energy. That's the stuff. Alright, so you get the statues. So it's if 6 or more are within 32 blocks of each other, one is prone to rise a monolith out of the ooze. And they will infest. So it should be noticed that harvesting, yeah, it's not nice. But so 1, 2, 3. So statues have a limited P. Collectors need to be placed within the yellow frame. 2 block gap between it and the statue. Okay. So I believe it would be like, ow, I'm poisoned. Something like that. I think. I don't know. Anyways, we should have our tier 2 blood orb by now, which means we can make the blink teleporter, and then we just kind of have to wait. So we have to do that in order to get the actual thing. We need 1,000 energy, and then from there we'll be able to kind of finish things up. So we have our blood orb. Bind it to ourselves, and then we can come in here. We're going to need a block of tin, copper, all of this stuff, and we should be able to make the blank teleporter. We need the Coralium pearl and... Wait, do we need another pearl? Yes, we do. Okay, that's not a problem. Let's see. 9 of these. And then something like that. Let's go ahead and eat some more food. I think better food than that should be in order. Like maybe some bread. Alright, there's a Coralium pearl. And it says we're missing that, but we're not. These guys, blocks of coal, Coralium pearl. So like this. So there's the blank teleporter. Perfect. So with that we can, we already have all the stuff for the ritual. We just need to do it. We just need the power and then to actually do the ritual. So that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will figure out what's going on with the pedestal over here, if we can get more power and all that kind of stuff. I think the energy pedestal is what we need. But hey, it is working. Okay, so I'm going to let that kind of sit. I'm going to make some food and whatnot. Kind of do some, maybe do some cleaning up of our inventories and whatnot. But next time we are going to be going to the Beneath and hopefully progressing through the age. I might also go back to the savannah and tame a parrot, or at least bring one back. I don't know if I have another lead or not, but I can make one fairly easily. Doesn't look like I have another one, so I will do that. I'll bring one back with a lead, and yeah, then we can go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!